Hello everybody, welcome to Boxing Science. This video is sponsored by Sarg Fitness. If you want to find out more about their BFR cuffs, please visit the link in the description. You can also use the Boxing Science discount code to save yourself a 10% discount. Today I'm going to be answering a question that I receive quite often across social media. Should boxers train arms? Should you be isolating arm training, as in like bicep curls or tricep extension, in order to gain power into your punch? And the answer is, as always, it depends. It's never black and white. I don't use arm training in every single program, but I use it for specific scenarios. Now, the reason why I don't put in every single every single strength and conditioning program is because it may slow down the punch. In our original Boxing Science testing battery, in the research, we perform correlations with lean muscle of different segments of the body and look for relationships to estimated punch force. We estimated punch force with a 3 kilo medicine ball punch throw. And what we found was the strongest correlations and large correlations were found with the trunk musculature, so the muscle mass of the core, and the med ball punch throw distance. So the more absolute and relative trunk mass that a boxer had predicted better performance on the medicine ball punch throw. The second strongest correlation, and still a strong correlation, was with the lower body. So more lower body muscle mass, relative and absolute, transferred into punch force. However, we found no correlations with lean muscle mass in the arm and punch force. And the theory behind this is that during a punch, you have a double peak in activation. You might have seen this if you've been on the YouTube channel before, where we're talking about the snap of the punch. And basically, when you throw a punch, you have two peaks in activation. One at the start and the initiation of the punch. The muscle activation drops during the flight of the punch, and then we have an increase at the end of the snap of the punch. So it's important that that dip in activation occurs because we want in this arm to be relaxed, so it delivers the fist as fast as possible, so accelerating all the way through the movement and then snapping at the end range. Now the arm is quite relaxed through this mid phase, and the more mass that you have on your arm to throw the punch may end up slowing that fist down. So increased bulk and muscle mass of the arm is something that boxers don't necessarily want, because it may slow down the delivery of the fist towards the target. So that's generally why we don't put in arm training into every single strength and conditioning program. However, we do use arm training for different specific scenarios because there's some different benefits. The first one is to improve grip strength. If an athlete is struggling with an elbow injury or a hand injury, grip strength is really important to help protect from these upper extremity injuries. So doing stuff like bicep curls and tricep extensions, this can improve grip strength, which can then try and protect our boxers from upper extremity injuries. Helps assist upper body exercises. So if you're going through a stagnation through your pressing exercises, if you've got weaker triceps, then using some arm training can help boost your performance during like heavy pressing exercises. So an example that we've used, I'm going to go through some examples in a little bit, but with Laverne Richards, we found that his triceps weren't as strong, and this was limiting his performance on the upper body pressing. So we put in some arm work, put in some tricep extensions, and we've seen a big boost in his upper body pressing. And then increasing the punching snap. So the snap at the end range of the punch, the stronger that your arms are, the more stiffness that you can create at the end range of the punch. So they're the benefits, and these are some of the scenarios that we'd look to use arm training for boxing. The first one is heavy weights, and we're saying about the increased punching snap. Heavy weights are delivering really high forces through punching action, and then also punching a heavier target. So they've got to deal with a lot of high impact forces because they're producing so much force through the punch. So we need to get them arms strong to be able to deal with them impact forces, to be able to protect the upper body. So we use arm training with female fighters, and the reason why is because research suggests that female athletes generally have 70% strength of male athletes on lower body lifts, but actually it's only 50% during upper body lifts. So if we focus on upper body strength, we're gaining an advantage over other female fighters. So there's different performance gains to be made there. So doing arm training can really help improve upper body strength, help assist the performance during upper body compound lifts. Again, we're saying about stagnating athletes, if they're hitting a plateau during pressing exercises, so on their dumbbell press, they might need to work on the tricep strength. If they're plateauing on their pull-ups or rowing exercises, they might need to work on the bicep strength. If an athlete's got long limbs, we're wanting to try and increase that length-tension relationship. So an example would be Lerone again. He has got really long limbs for his weight division. So he's got weak triceps, and he's going to be performing a lot of his punches at long range, the style that he has. So we're wanting to try and increase that snap at the end range of the movement. So tricep strength needs to be quite strong there. So we're wanting to try and improve his triceps to make sure that he's producing force right at the end range of the movement. And then working with injured athletes, of course, if they've injured the elbow or the wrist, working and getting that arm stronger will help that rehab process. But also if the athlete can't lift as much, looking to just try and maintain or increase muscle mass of the arm whilst they're not being able to lift. So an example is with Jordan Gill at the moment, who's just recovering from a hand injury. We're doing a lot of BFR work to make sure that he's maintaining muscle mass of the arm. So how to train the arms? Remember, we're boxers, not bodybuilders. We don't want to be like this guy here, building non-functional mass on the arms that may slow us down and make us feel top heavy and end up fatiguing our arms as well. So we 4 different ways that we actually implement arm training at Boxing Science. The first one is blood flow restriction training by using the BFR cuffs from Saga Fitness, and this is to make sure that we're targeting fast twitch muscle fibers when we're looking to get stronger and increasing hypertrophy of the arms. We're wanting to make sure that the muscles that we're targeting are fast twitch muscle fibers, and BFR cuffs help you achieve that. Using eccentrics, this is great for like kind of injury prevention or injury rehabilitation. Eccentrics are a great way to do it. So doing stuff like cheat curls, so starting from a slight hip hinge position, coming up and then working on the eccentrics, and that's great for tendon health as well. Another one that's great for tendon health is isometrics. So we'll use the tricep push down where we're pushing against the heavy cable as hard as we can, or we can use a bar and working the triceps. And this is also great for increasing the snap at the end range of the movement. And then in general, if you're just going to perform just general like kind of bicep curls or tricep extensions, using relatively low volume, anywhere between 8 and 10 reps for about 3 sets. I wouldn't do anything more than that. Anything more can end up gaining unnecessary muscle mass of the arms, and also low frequency as well. We wouldn't do this any more than 1 time a week because we're not wanting to have this as a key part of the program. Okay, so hopefully that's given you a bit of an idea on whether you should train arms for boxing or not, giving you a few of the benefits, specific scenarios, how we use it at Boxing Science, and also some of the training modifications that we use. We're not just smashing out loads of bicep curls and tricep extensions. We're using modifications to still be working towards the demands of the sport. If you've got any questions about any of the exercises or methods that we've used in this video, please leave a comment in the description. And if you're not a subscriber to our YouTube channel yet, please hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any videos like this coming up in the future. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll hopefully see you on the next video.